Yo, man, let me ask you a question here. Can you try to convince me that the Tennessee Titans win this division?
Man, I want to. I just don't know what else they got besides Cam Ward.
Money Pot.
Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows. All right. So we did the East, we did the North, the South. This one was a tough division for me, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a lot
Houston,
of
like,
parity here.
yeah, Houston fell off because of CJ Stroud and his struggles in his sophomore season last year. Some turnover there as well. Jacksonville, the word on getting Trevor Lawrence. We'll talk about Travis Hunter as well and how dynamic he's going to be. The Colts are a wild card to me. And you can tell by the odds plus 115, plus 300, plus 300. I think they want Richardson to win the drive, but it wouldn't surprise me if Daniel Jones beats him out. I think Daniel Jones, not saying that he's Jalen Hurts, not comparing the two players. I'm comparing, well, I am, but I'm not comparing in that retrospect. I'm comparing the skill set. And I think Daniel Jones has a Jalen Hurts like skill set. And Steichen has worked with something like that before. Right? Richardson, bigger arm, probably just as mobile, but he don't, whatever reason, doesn't read the defense in the field that well. And then you got the Titans with the number one pick in the draft and Cam Ward. Yo, man, let me ask you a question here. Can you try to convince me that the Tennessee Titans win this division?
Man, I want to. I just don't know what else they got besides Cam Ward. That's the thing. Um,
Well, they got a receiver. Who's their receiver over there?
you can't tell. You look at you trying to ask me who their receiver is.
No, he's a name. It's not Judy.
A name that you can't think
Yeah,
of.
it's not Judy because Judy's I thought it was Jared Judy. Judy's with what's his name? Judy's
Denver,
with Cleveland. No, Judy's
Cleveland.
with
Sorry, I want
Cleveland.
to say Denver. Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah,
It was.
Judy's with Cleveland. Damn, what's his name? No, they got Ridley. Calvin Ridley. He's over there. That's a name. And they got yeah, and then I just looking at it now. They traded for Tyler Lockett.
Guess
Same
what?
guy. Same
Guess what?
same what's up?
It ain't enough. It
It
ain't
ain't
enough.
enough? Okay.
It's not enough. But I do respect Cam Ward. I like as a young guy what he's going to bring to this team. I think, and we had spoke about this
Hmm.
before on our other show, that I think he can be the Steve McNair, rest in peace, to the Tennessee Titans in the near future. He's going to bring life back to the Tennessee Titans. I think his leadership, he is showing that early on in his career. You know, the things they're saying about him being, they said you can't beat him into the office. This is the young man. They said he's
Yeah.
there at 5 o'clock. He doesn't leave until 9:30, and he's studying and he's working. And his response to that conversation was just admirable. He said that I woke up every morning seeing my dad go to work at 4:30 in the
Yeah, I
morning,
saw that.
right?
Yep.
For his job. I play football. You tell me I can't do the same, and that just
Hmm.
tells me where his mind is and what's between the ears. And I think that's going to lead him to potentially being an MVP of this league sometime in the future for his career. But it
I was
won't
about
be
to say
this year.
MVP now. Let's see.
Hell no. No, but it won't be this
Let's
year.
see.
But he has potential
Say, oh
to
my god.
being that person. I think it'll be a great story. CJ Stroud better look out in this division because I think that he'll be fighting
Hmm.
a long battle over the next 10 years with these two quarterbacks. So it should be interesting. But for me, I think Houston is going to be back on top. They suffered tremendously with a lot of injuries last year. Um, you're going to be able to see CJ Stroud rebound from his sophomore slumps. But then don't forget, you're having Nico Collins will be back. Christian Kirk will be there. Jaden Higgins will be there. Jalen Noel will be there as a draft pick. Um, you're also looking, I think, right, a couple O linemen, right? Didn't they pick up a couple O linemen in the draft too? That might be making some sort of
Uh,
impact.
I thought so.
Okay.
I thought they did. I gotta check. I'm still looking at Houston. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm still
But
looking at Tennessee.
okay. But still, even looking at how rough of a season Houston had, they still what made the playoffs, right? Didn't they have 10 wins last year?
No, no, I don't think they made the playoffs.
No, was that the year before?
Houston,
Yeah,
the
what
year
was
before,
Houston's
the first year.
first year? That's
Yeah,
right.
the
Last year, what was that?
yeah, first year. Yeah, last year was the slump where everything
Okay,
went
gotcha.
left field.
So either way, I
I
think
mean,
Houston gets back. Hmm?
it's still like I mean,
I couldn't hear you. You were breaking out.
no, I was gonna. You got me now. You good?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Um, I mean, I think everything you're saying is right, and then D'Amico Ryans is a good coach. That's why I like Houston. Houston, D'Amico Ryans is a great coach and a leader of men. So
Mhm.
I think you're right. They didn't have a first round pick. They had 2 second-round picks. They did Jaden Higgins and
Jade Higgins.
from Iowa State. I was supposed to say Ohio State, and I'm not for sure how to pronounce the old tackle from Minnesota, so I don't want to destroy his name.
No, I was
But
right, bro. Texans was 10-7 last year.
did they make the playoffs?
Yeah,
I don't
made the
think they made the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Yeah, made the playoffs last
Oh
year.
yeah, because they won a division. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. No, you're right. Yeah, they
And
were.
that's
They
why
were.
I was thinking. I was like, I know they had a down year, but I feel like they had a game late in the season.
Did they get smoked in who did they lose to in the playoffs?
Let's see right now.
I felt like they got trashed. Like it wasn't even close. While he's looking at that, looking at Houston's. Let's see, who did Houston
Yeah, they got
lose?
smoked by the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Houston
No, they
lost Diggs, Woods, Tunzel, um, Kenneth Green,
wait, I might be wrong here. Let's
Devin
look at
White
this. Texans beat the Chargers 32-12 in a wild card
in the
and lost in the
playoffs.
division and lost in the divisional round against Kansas City to the Chiefs 23-14.
Wow,
Let me
way
just
off.
let me just make sure I'm looking at this right.
I mean, offensively they're good, right? Stroud, Mixon's hurt, I think. So I know Nick Chubb is getting a lot of tick. They need Tank Dell to beat Tank Dell. But I mean, Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, Jaden Higgins, Dalton Schultz, Cam Robinson on the left, and then that new tackle on the right end. So I mean, offensively, I think Stroud got sacked a lot last year, if I'm not mistaken. I know
Mhm,
they had some O line trouble. And then what they have offensively, right? 2 of their ends, Will Anderson Jr. and Daniel Hunter.
mhm,
Um, then they have Stingley back there. Don't forget CJ Garner Johnson's over there now too,
mhm.
right? He's a dog. He's fell off, but still a dog. And then they had Derek Barnett, 2 birds that are vets and know how to play in the game. So I'm looking at this roster. Uh, I think you're right on terms of it's surprising that they're not favored to win the division
Right.
because I mean Jacksonville and the Colts are close to each other. You got to give. I want to say you got to give Jacksonville the nod, but I'm just not a Terrence Lawrence fan at all, bro. I don't think. I think he's living off the hype of Clemson still, and he got paid too, which is crazy. But I mean, you got to go all in on your on your pick. Like it wouldn't surprise me if the Tennessee Titans are the second best team in this division.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me because I really like Cam Ward. I just don't think he has enough yet.
Yeah,
Calvin really should be able to help him kind of get into a groove of being an NFL player and him seeing deep. It's a learning curve, man. I think he has the mind to get it, but I think it's still not going to be enough to make noise And I think Houston's going to be a team that's going to be much more healthier and kind of be able to attack that division. I don't believe in the Colts. They don't even believe in their quarterback situation, and I damn sure don't believe in Daniel Jones. So you can, to me, the Colts are going to be at the bottom of that barrel. I was never a fan of them drafting Richardson, and I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones either. I think he's just a below average quarterback, um, and he'll just be regular. So give me, I like Houston a lot to run away with this division, and I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville, new coach though, right? There you
Got
go.
me?
Yep.
Okay.
It's that
Um,
it's that cricket connection you got.
no, it's my son streaming like 4 different things at once. Like, you only got 2 eyes, man. What are you doing? No, I heard everything you said. It was the Tampa Bay offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen, I think his name is.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know where we're gonna get from Jacksonville. I don't I think Indianapolis is gonna be in the dumps. Give me Houston, Tennessee. You want to put some noise in Tennessee, put some money on Tennessee, you can make it some good value of their win total being above. Because I'm sure it's probably going to be set at 5.5 maybe for Tennessee. I would look
Yeah.
to go higher than that for Tennessee.
So I was looking at Houston
Mhm,
because I'm starting to vibe with your Houston pick, and then it goes with my thought process too of they're just a well coached team,
mhm,
um, and they did the right thing by putting some of those younger guys in captain situations
mhm,
because now they've been there 2-3 years, and now they have
mhm,
a culture set
mhm,
in on that team. So I'm just looking at Houston's schedule at the Rams, home for Tampa, at Jacksonville, home for Tennessee, at Baltimore. So you got 3 out of your first 5 games on the road. Then you're going to bye at Seattle, San Fran, Denver, and Jacksonville are all at home. Then at Tennessee, home for Buffalo, at the Colts, at the Chiefs, home for Arizona, the Raiders, and then at the Chargers and home for the Colts. That's a pretty tough schedule. You don't really get a flow of where you can go on a run. Maybe that after a bye week, you should be able to beat Seattle at Seattle, but playing at Seattle is always tough. Monday night game too. Um, Time zone change, altitude, and then home for San Fran, home for Denver, home for Jacksonville. You might be able to win those 3 games, but then and then at Tennessee. So you might be able to win all 4 of those, or even all 5 of those. But then you got Buffalo at Colts, and then at KC. With 3 out of those 4 games from Tennessee, Buffalo, Colts, and KC are on the road. So
mhm.
a little bit tough there. It's not clear. So let's switch to Jacksonville real quick, and then we got one more division. A little long on time here, but I think we're okay. Um, let's bring up Jacksonville real quick in their schedule. You were thinking over 5.5. You were thinking
For
for
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville? Yeah.
I have no idea what Jacksonville's going to bring to the table. I mean, you would think with a quarterback like
I'm
Trevor
sorry. I'm
Lawrence,
sorry. Tennessee.
Tennessee, I like
Titans.
over 5.5. I think they'll be right there, 6 to 7 wins. I think they're going to surprise people, man. I think they're going to have a good year for
Let me
them,
see. Minus 140 for over and 5.5.
but only if we're going to put it in a parlay.
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so far, we had that one parlay, but the only team that we came out of that was Baltimore. And you're not betting for Tomlin to fail. So
Mhm. True, that's true. That's true. That's true.
you know what I mean? So right now we just got, Baltimore at 11.5, which just seems, you know, silly right now. The only bet so far that we have outside of is we have the 2 bets. We have the parlay with Buffalo, New England, and Jets and their overs, and then the New England. I've written down the New England playoff at plus 190, almost 2-1. So those are the only 2 bets we kind of came out. We talked about our division winners, over and unders as well. for single bets as well, but official bets those were the only two. All right, Tennessee at Denver, home for Rams, Colts, at Houston, at Arizona, at Raiders, home for New England, at Colts, home for Chargers. That is a crazy road for a rookie. That's the thing with rookies at home you can count on them, but on the road is just a different beast. You know, Houston's going to be loud, Arizona's going to be loud, Raiders are going to definitely be loud.
But
I
you
mean,
know what?
they're all
Listen,
dome, but they're all dome.
I'm
And the
not.
Colts.
I remember what Cam Ward said when
Can I 5-6 wins?
he was in college, and they asked him something about the crowd. I think it was Miami versus Florida game, I believe, or yeah, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in the swamp, and he said to the reporter, "I've been in louder places," just like that. So this dude is cold. Cam Ward is a cold motherfucker. He don't care about that shit. So if you think he's gonna be rattled, I don't think he's gonna be rattled. I've heard this in the past live. He said he went to the swamp. They beat Florida in the swamp, and he said, "If this is what y'all thought was loud, I've heard louder."
Yeah. So I'm for me, if you like the over, I like the under here.
Okay.
I like the under. Looking at their schedule, it's hard for me to find 6 wins. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to find 6 wins
because shock the world.
I like the New England win. I think Arizona's better than people think they are. I think beating the Raiders at Las Vegas is going to be tough.
Who's their quarterback?
Who, Gino?
Come on, man. Can we start with the Gino hype?
It's not hype, Gino. I mean, he's a veteran. He can play. But all right, I'll give you that. Give you Gino, right? They beat the Raiders. Well, here you tell me. They're not beating Denver at Denver home opener. They're not beating the Rams. Say they beat the Colts at home.
They are going to beat the Colts.
Okay, they beat the Colts. They're not beating Houston at Houston. I don't think they beat Arizona at Arizona. I'll give you the Raiders. So that's 2 wins. Mm-hmm. They're home for New England.
Win. All
right.
Win. That's a tough one.
That's fine. That's fine.
We said that. We said it early in the show.
I give it to you.
We said that. Yep.
Yeah. So that's 3. Mm-hmm. I don't think they sweep the Colts. So at the Colts,
I do.
Okay.
Who does the Colts have? Tell me who the Colts have.
It's tough to sweep division opponents.
I hate you.
You know what I mean? Then they got home for the Chargers, so another loss. Home for Houston, that's a loss. And then they home for Seattle.
That's a win. That's 4.
That's 4. Home for Jacksonville.
That's 5.
That's 5. At Cleveland is your 6.
6.
And then at San Fran, then home for KC, home for New Orleans, and then at Jacksonville. Again.
And home for New Orleans is your 7.
All right. Let's see. What's over?
We found it.
Yeah, I don't. Some of those are questionable for me. I mean, all right. So you have over 5.5 wins. I'll write it down without Baltimore.